Listen carefully, I am talking with the grown-ups in here. We are about to make a totally 3D print support for your beer. Let's see how I sliced it. Alright guys, St. Patrick's celebrations are coming, drinking time, so let's talk about this model from Estelflix St. Patrick's drop. You can check the link on the description. This is a support for your beer, in a can, in a bottle, I don't know, and is totally 3D printed. You don't have to concern a lot in here with this model. It's pretty simple. We have two parts, but I want to show you my settings for resistant prints, okay? This is not supposed to be beautiful, but actually useful, okay? So I'm going to show you how to save some time during the print and also how to make stronger. For example, let's just compare. First of all, let's organize this in here. My standard profile, 0.2 layer height. Those are my settings for the 0.2 profile, the standard one, and took 8 hours to print. And now my standard profile for 0.32, which I recommend you to use. We are talking about 2 hours less, and I think we can improve it. So let's use 0.32 as layer height. So you can change this right here on layer height settings on your slicer. I'm using Prusa here as usual. What is this? We have some kind of part showing here, like a gap. Seems like a bug. Let's continue and then we can look this later. Something that I recommend you for stronger prints, more perimeters. We are not going to save time on this, but you are going to make the print stronger, which I recommend for the application. So let's increase the perimeters. I think just 4 or 5 are going to be okay. I'm going with 5, and we are going to change the infill. There's no much parts in here with the infill, but these ones, like in here, also here, that may have some resistance increased by the infill settings. So let's change this for the honeycomb pattern and re-slice it. Those lines are better connected on the honeycomb infill, and also we have this hexagonal pattern that it's for the best on the directions of strength on our print, okay? As you can notice on this thin part as well in here, since we increase the perimeters, now we have a almost solid part, and also the direction of the lines are going to make this a lot stronger. It's really hard to break this considering how we're going to hold this. I will show you just a little bit. All right, guys, I took mine to show you. We have two parts. They are glued together, and that's how it's going to work, like this. And also we have this one, like this, yeah, and then we put this together like this. So those parts in here, if we make this stronger, they are not going to break. And also we have this connection in here. So since we make this almost solid, it's going to work better, right? With the weight of the bottle or the cans. So for that, another thing that I recommend you is the extrusion width. I am going with 0.48 in the first layer just for the adhesion, and in here 0.48 because we increase the layer height. So in this case, I will recommend you to increase even more, because we don't want this print to look good, for example, or be, in my opinion, okay, I don't really care if this is going to be really beautiful, because it's a fully useful print. It's not a decorative model, for example. So I'm going to use 0.52 millimeters in here as my default in the extrusion width in all parts of the print. Okay, let's re-slice it. And now we have a stronger connection between the layers, and that's what I wanted. Let's take a look at this part in here. For example, we have the first bridge in here. I think we may have some connection in here, but I think it's going to work. We could put some small support in here, but I actually don't recommend you guys, okay? I'm just gonna show you how you may wanna do, but I don't think we need it. Just a small brush in here, like this, for example, and let's slice it. See, we have just a small piece of support if you wanna be safer. Again, I actually don't recommend you. I wouldn't do it, okay? I think the print is going to work fine with the bridging. One last thing that I would change is the speed settings, okay? I would put something like 100, which also save some time in here. My standard profile are 60 on the Ender 3v3 SE, but I don't want to expend more time than it's necessary. And if you have a faster printer as K1, Bamboo, you know, you can increase this even more because your printer is more capable of going crazy with the speed, okay? Just remember, if you are in an entrance printer like mine, you can and also should increase your temperature settings because we increase layer height, we increase extrusion width, we are increasing speed, and also we want resistance. So the temperature, a higher temperature is going to make the filament flowing better, and also we are going to melt it and glue these parts between the layers better too, okay? So increase your temperature. Like this is not a silk filament. Most of the times I use 215 degrees just in silk ones, but in this is a simple filament, but I am increasing because I want more resistance. I want the layers attaching together, okay? So remember to adjust this depending on your filament brand. And now let's re-slice it. So we save like 40 minutes also. We started with 8 hours and now we are with 5 hours and a half. Okay, guys, I think this is how I will go on this one, and I hope you learned something from this video, and I see you in the next one. I hope you guys enjoy it. Those slicing videos are an initiative from STL Academy, which is the educational project from STLFlix. So if you guys want to learn more about 3D printing, you could check our description and look at STL Academy courses. And don't forget, see you guys at the next slicing.